Dans le domaine de la sécurité, à l'Assemblée nationale, dans le domaine de la sécurité des pays membres de l'IGAD. Je voudrais à ces propos et de la région, et en particulier entre les Kenyans, partagent un ensemble de caractéristiques particulières
This Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. My very best wishes and God bless.
Dans le domaine de la sécurité, à l'Assemblée nationale, dans le domaine de la sécurité des pays membres de l'IGAD. Je voudrais à ces propos et de la région, et en particulier entre les Kenyans, partagent un ensemble de caractéristiques particulières
This Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. My very best wishes and God bless.
Dans le domaine de la sécurité, à l'Assemblée nationale, dans le domaine de la sécurité des pays membres de l'IGAD. Je voudrais à ces propos et de la région, et en particulier entre les Kenyans, partagent un ensemble de caractéristiques particulières
This Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. My very best wishes and God bless. cannot move on.
We further ask Kenyans to resort to citizen journalism and photography and to film state officers, including police and politicians, who in the course of duty abuse and brutalize Kenyans. We appeal to Kenyans to take very seriously the unfolding chain of events. A new dictatorship is slowly taking root through nepotism, corruption, use of force, getting rid of opponents, and suspension of the Constitution. We call on Kenyans to put on their old armor of courage and work to take their country back before this dictatorship takes firm roots. We encourage Kenyans to continue picketing, demonstrating, and protesting in their own ways, in their own local areas, as much as they can. Our voices must be heard. In Nairobi, we will have 3 convergent points: Joseph Kang'ethe grounds, Kamukuji grounds, Jacaranda grounds. Further, at midday tomorrow, we ask Kenyans to come out of their homes and bang sufurias, pots and pans to signify lack of food. The sufuria movement kicks off tomorrow and continues until the battle is won. At that hour of midday, we also call on motorists to stop wherever they are on the highways and roads and to hoot and flash lights in support of this movement. We encourage Kenyans to continue appending their signatures against Ruto and Gachagua and the entire regime. We are pleased to announce this morning we have hit
A very good afternoon to you. Many thanks for your time. This is the latest at this hour with me, Lillian Muli. Azimio One Kenya Coalition says the anti-government protest...
Dans le domaine de la sécurité, à l'Assemblée nationale, dans le domaine de la sécurité des pays membres de l'UGET. Je voudrais à ces propos et de la région, et en particulier entre les Kenyans, partagent un ensemble de caractéristiques.
Asante sana mpenzi mtazamaji, hii ni Bulem QTV na siku ya leo tumekuwa na uzinduzi wa nguo ama vazi rasmi la Bulem QTV, na ningependa niwakaribishe watangazaji wote wa Bulem QTV waweze kusema majina yao na vile vile wataje kile kipindi chao. Nitaanza na mwelekezi na mkurugenzi mkuu wa Bulem QTV ambaye ni Hussein M. Shabani. Bila shaka karibu sana kiongozi. Yes. Naomba uweze kuzungumza na mtazamaji, pia umwambie vile unajisikia kuvalia vazi rasmi la Bulem QTV.
Naam, ahlan wa sahlan wa bin marhaba mpenzi mtazamaji. Ni furaha iliyoje kama kibogoi aliyepata meno angalau ya kutafunia ubwabwa. Kama unavyoniona nadhani nitakuwa nang'aa. Hili ni vazi rasmi runinga ya Bulem Q. Na nichukue fursa hii kusema kwamba mimi majina yangu rasmi ni Hussein M. Shabani, nahodha wa kipindi cha Hekima na Busara. Shukrani.
Naam, asante sana. Mwingine ni Sarafina Musyoki, yuko katika uga huu na pia atawasalimia, waambie kipindi chake bila shaka. Karibu sana. Yes. Asante sana mpenzi mtazamaji. Alright, asante sana. Huyo pia ni mwanamichezo, na kama ulivyosikia wanadada wetu wanapenda michezo sana, na hivyo basi uwanjani hautakosa kujua kila bao, kila sherehe la bao, na vile vile maoni ya mashabiki kutoka nyanja zote nchini Kenya na vile vile Afrika Mashariki. Naam, mimi ni Benjamin Maitha, mhariri mkuu katika Bule Mkio TV, nikikaribisha rasmi katika Bule Mkio TV leo, ikiwa ni siku muhimu zaidi, na mtangazaji wa mwisho anakaribia hapa, mwite Terry. Karibu sana uweze kuzungumza na watazamaji wetu, uweze kuwasalimia.
Good evening. I'm Kelly, a journalist at Bule Mkio TV. I'll be taking you through politics, love matters, and I'm so excited. We've launched our t-shirts.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Wow. All right. Na mnafikia hapo kama unavyojua kilicho na mwanzo wa kikosi mwisho. Jina langu ni Benjamin Maitha. Tegea makala yote katika runinga ya Bule Mkio TV, manake hii ndio nyumba ambayo hautakosa matangazo yote yanayohusiana na siasa, burudani na vile vile mambo ya kibiashara, bila kuacha nyuma mambo yanayozungumzia afya yako. Na kutoka viwanjani bila shaka utawapata hapa katika Bule Mkio TV.
Hello our viewer, and many thanks for joining us on Bule Mkio TV. This is Bule Mkio TV, the house of content. My name is Bernard Kavuli, and I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you to my new program, The Political Monday. In this program, we'll be discussing matters, politics, leadership and governance. We will engage newsmakers on every Monday, where all questions that matters to you shall be persecuted with finality. Not just about local news or politics that shall be canvassed, but also national politics.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. الحمد لله الذي وصف موسى بأنه كان عبدا شكورا ووصف أيوب بأنه كان عبدا صبورا وكلم موسى تكليما وقال ليحيى يا يحيى خذ الكتاب بقوة وآتيناهم حكما صبيا. أما بعد، فيا عباد الله، أوصيكم وأوصي نفسي بتقوى الله فقد فاز فوز عظيم. إن شاء الله اليوم أريد أن أذكركم حول باب وصية بالنساء. يقول تبارك وتعالى في محكم تنزيل: وعاشروهن بالمعروف. وفي الحديث وعن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه قال: قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم: استوصوا بالنساء. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله الذي وصف موسى بأنه كان.
Point of information, and it should be precise and brief, not an opportunity to debate again.
Nashukuru. Asante Mbi Speaker, ninashukuru Senator wa Homa Bay, Senator Kajwang, kwa kunijulisha mambo ambao hakika ni ya muhimu sana. Jambo Yes, nimesema kwamba Mbi Speaker, niko na ushahidi. Medhu ameweka kwa WhatsApp, hata waliitwa yes. Mliitwa Ekuru, mkaenda kupangiwa vile mutatuchinja kesho. Ningetaka kujulisha kula.
Senator Beth, the use of word
كان عبدا شكورا ووصف أيوب بأنه كان
parliamentary and cannot sail without substantiation. Senator Beth, you withdraw that.
Speaker, kwa heshima yote, Speaker, kwa heshima yote, naomba usikuwe na upendeleo. Hao wanatuita magoon, wanatuita wakora, na umenyamaza Speaker. Mbona nikisema wanasema wanatuchinja?
Senator Beth, you are out of order, and I order you out of this session now.
Madam Speaker, I want to say the following. On 2 occasions, we have lost more than 15 Kenyans. Billions of properties have been destroyed. Many Kenyans have not accessed their places of work. Children have not gone to school. The economy has lost billions and billions of shillings in terms of tax and other turnovers, Madam Speaker. This has been perpetuated in the pretext of exercising Article 37 of the Constitution of Kenya, Madam Speaker. Mr. Speaker, Madam Speaker, sorry, it is very unfortunate that as a country, one person continues to hold the country to hostage because of being power hungry, Madam Speaker. In 1997, in 2007, in 2013, in 2017, the signature, tactics, and agenda is similar. Go to an election, lose an election, intimidate, emasculate, blackmail, force to go into government through an handshake, blackmail, cooperation, and sumkate kind of arrangement, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, it goes without saying that as a country...
What is your point of order?
Madam Speaker, you know this is a house of honor, and this is a house of record, and we must protect the Senate at all costs.
What's when we are given of order, please?
I'm on standing order number 105, Madam Speaker. When you are given an opportunity to address the Senate, I think you must be factual. Senator Cherigei, who is my friend and my neighbor, has made some allegations by saying one person has done this, has fought his ways to government. It is important for him to produce the facts, content of speech, to support his allegations. Because we cannot allow people to use the floor of Senate to make allegations that they make on the street there, or in funerals, or in political rallies. This is the Senate of the Republic of Kenya. Yes. We want facts to be tabled. So is he in order, under standing order number 105, to make statements which are not factual, statements which cannot be substantiated? And I demand that he substantiates by providing tangible evidence to support the allegations that he has made, not statements that he makes in funerals or in a bus or on the streets.
Can you
this is a house of parliament, must be respected,
Senator
Madam Speaker.
Osotsi, I wish to seek your very clear statement of what you need him to clarify, the specifics. The specific statement.
Madam Speaker, you have heard what he has said, and is unanswered. He has talked of one individual. He needs to tell us who is this one individual. And then he has talked about this one individual after every election fighting to get into government through the handshake. We want to know the full facts of what he said. And it must be tabled in this house. And Madam Speaker, we are cheapening this house through statements like this, made by people who have no regard to the status of Senate in this republic.
Now I've understood what you have asked for. I will now direct Senator Cherargei to proceed on with his debate and clarify the one individual, because the name is not yet stated. Maybe he will clarify. Senator Osotsi, don't put the cart before the horse.
Yes.
Allow him to finish his submission.
Yes.
Then you can hear who the individual is.
In fact, I want to assist Senator Osotsi that there is a court matter already in Speaker Mate of the Embu that you cannot challenge a process at the beginning. Speaker, I want to put the record, Senator Osotsi might be, maybe he's a member of a bar. Personally, I'm a teetotaler. I don't take alcohol. So maybe he is recovering from hangovers of the long weekend, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the one person, and it is a fact, the one person I'm talking about is Azimio Raila Odinga. And it is a fact. In 2007, he pushed for a government of grand coalition government. It is in the pub. Madam Speaker, the law talks about judicial notice. Under criminal procedure, not a civil procedure code, Madam Speaker, Criminal Procedure Act
so that we can
is
make progress.
very clear.
Finish
There
your
is what we
submission
call
first, and then I'll give you a chance. Resume your seat, Senator.
Madam Speaker, and give me my time because he interrupted my trail of thought. Madam Speaker, how can I substantiate the obvious? You can't, Madam Speaker. It is even judicially noticed, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, we must stop this culture. The Constitution talks about national values and principles of good government.
Asante sana former president. Asante sana.
Attention has been drawn to a particular directive whose intention is to create division and discord among Mount Kenya leaders and residents. The direct attacks on the former President Uhuru Kenyatta are not only unwarranted, but are unacceptable. It is notable that Ruto has not called on any other community to rise against each other, except the residents of Mount Kenya, where his regime precipitated an attack on the Kenyatta family farm, Northlands, and has led sustained and justified attacks on the former president, while calling on the leaders of Mount Kenya to rise against each other. To William Ruto, In Mount Kenya region, the leaders and the entire population must be kept at war with each other to distract them from focusing on and defending their interests. The profiling of Mount Kenya youth as Mungiki must be seen in this light. It is but an excuse to unleash state-sponsored execution of our youth, which as Kamwene we shall not allow. We noticed last Friday youth from Kericho County armed with bows and arrows, literally given police cover to attack another community within Sondu area, resulting in serious injuries and death. To our knowledge, no arrests have been made for these heinous crimes. William Ruto's hatred for the people of Mount Kenya is well known and is not new. He is on record as saying that I know you have problems with the Kikuyus, but you don't have as big a problem with them as we do as Kalenjins. But let us get to power first. The directive to his UDA MPs from Mount Kenya region to mount a campaign against other leaders in the region is intentional and an execution of this infamous statement. The threats now being issued against leaders in Mount Kenya region who do not support William Ruto regime must be taken seriously. We are aware that Ruto has formed a Kalenjin killer squad within the police service. This is the squad targeting Kenyans during demonstrations. Given what took place in 1992, 1997, and 2007, we know that Ruto has the capacity and is quite capable of executing his threats against Mount Kenya leaders and nationally who do not support his regime. We would like to state unequivocally that Ruto, rather to remind him that he is still an ICC indictee. He was discharged, not acquitted, of the crimes against humanity. The fact that witnesses were killed did not relieve him of the accusations of crimes against humanity. Majority of the victims of 2007 violence, we remember, are people from the Mount Kenya region. We will not, as Kamwene, allow Ruto to take us back to the 2007-2008 carnage. As Kamwene leaders, we shall not sit idle as Mount Kenya region is cannibalized. We shall continue to advocate for the interests of our people without fear or favor, even as we address national issues. That's the end of the statement. We are calling upon the residents of Mount Kenya not to be cowed, to come out in large numbers and join other Kenyans in expressing their opposition to the punitive taxes and also their displeasure with other issues. No ngireha kirindi ta kiria kirira gukorwo ka mukunji kana irindi iria ikoragwo ithutha witu no ona wina mbeca ciga
kujulisha Wanakenya ile mipangilio iko ya UDA. UDA sisi hatuna shida, serikali ya Ruto haina shida yoyote ya kupanga mambo yoyote vile inaendeshwa na watu ya Azimio. Nimeona mara kadhaa nasema militias group sijui wanapanga I can say that without missing my words. This government, I know it will only give us security. It will protect according to the Constitution. Ile swear nyingi president alifanya, aliswear ni kuchunga mali yetu, kuchunga properties zetu na kuchunga katiba. I know that's where the president is. The president always, he has refused kuondokea katiba. Na ndio hii shida yote iko. Kwa sababu watu wanataka tuabandon katiba, twende kwa migongo.
Dan Swabura وكلم موسى تكليما وقال ليحيى يا يحيى خذ الكتاب بقوة وآتيناهم حكما صبيا. أما بعد فيا عباد الله أوصيكم وأوصي نفسي بتقوى الله فقد فاز فوز عظيم. إن شاء الله اليوم أريد أن أذكركم حول باب وصية بالنساء. يقول تبارك وتعالى في محكم تنزيل وعاشروهن بالمعروف. وفي الحديث وعن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم استوصوا بالنساء خيرا فإن المرأة خلقة من ضلع وإن أعوج ما في الضلع أعلاه فإن ذابت تقيمه كسرته وإن تركته لم يزل أعوج فاستوصوا بالنساء. متفق عليهم. Baada ya kumshukuru Mwenyezi Mungu Tabaraka wa Taala na kumtakia mtume rehma na amani ziwe juu yake, ndugu zangu Waislamu, kama tulivyotanguliza, mlango wetu wa leo tutakumbushana kuhusu babu wasiyatu bin nisa, mlango wa kuhusia wanawake zetu. Watu wengi tumejisahau na jambo kama hili. Tunaona ya kwamba jambo kama hili ni jambo ndogo, bali jambo kama hili ni jambo kubwa sana mbele ya Mwenyezi Mungu Tabaraka wa Taala, na ni jambo ambalo kwamba Mwenyezi Mungu amelizungumzia katika Qur'an, na vile vile Mtume sallallahu alayhi wasallama akalizungumzia sana katika hadithi zake. Katika hadithi ya kwanza Mtume sallallahu alayhi wasallama anasema, wa Abi Hurairah radhiyallahu anhu qala istausu bin nisa'i khaira, husianeni kuwafanyia wanawake wenu wema. Kwa nini Mtume sallallahu alayhi wasallama akatuhusia sana tuwafanyie sana wanawake wetu wema? Anasema fa innal mar'ata khulqata min dhala. Assalamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillahi alladhi wasafa Musa bi annahu kana 'abdan shakura wa wasafa Ayubu bi annahu kana 'abdan sabura wa kallama Musa takliman wa qala li Yahya ya Yahya khudhil kitaba biquwwa وآتيناهم حكما صبيا. أما بعد. Asante sana mpenzi mtazamaji, hii ni Bulem QTV na siku ya leo tumekuwa na uzinduzi wa nguo ama vazi rasmi la Bulem QTV, na ningependa niwakaribishe watangazaji wote wa Bulem QTV waweze kusema majina yao na vile vile wataje kile kipindi chao. Nitaanza na mwelekezi na mkurugenzi mkuu wa Bulem QTV ambaye ni Hussein M Shabani. Bila shaka karibu sana kiongozi. Yes. Naomba uweze kuzungumza na mtazamaji, pia mwambie vile unajisikia kuvalia vazi rasmi la Bulem QTV.
Ahlan wa sahlan wa bil marhaba mtazamaji, ni furaha iliyoje kama kibogo aliyepata meno angalau ya kutafunia ubwabwa. Kama unavyoniona nadhani mtakuwa nanga, hili ni vazi rasmi runinga ya Bulem Q. Na nichukue fursa hii kusema kwamba mimi Majina yangu rasmi ni Hussein M. Shabani, nahodha wa kipindi cha Hekima na Busara. Shukrani.
Naam, asante sana. Mwingine ni Sarafina Musyoki, yuko katika uga huu na pia atawasalimia, waambie kipindi chake bila shaka. Karibu sana. Yes. Zungumza nao.
Okay, Sarafina Musyoki, a member, journalist at WMQ TV, and I'll be taking you through different documentaries, health science, the fashions, and so many things. Yeah, thank you.
All right, karibu sana. Huyo ni Sarafina na mwingine ni Zipora. Vile vile atapita hapa aweze kukuambia majina yake na kipindi anacholeta kwako mtazamaji.
Na hamu mtazamaji mahali popote ulipo, nafahamika kama Zipora Makamu. Kipindi changu ni Benchi la Makamu, ambapo tutakuwa tunakumbana na kuongea na wasanii na pia kutambua talanta zote hapa nchini Kenya. Pia usisahau pia huwa napeperusha michezo viwanjani, ambapo tutakuwa tunaenda kukusanya habari za michezo katika nyanja mbalimbali. Kama ilivyo ukiona vyaelea jua vimeundwa, na kweli vimeundwa hapa ndani ya BulemQ. Ukiona vyaelea vimeundwa katika.
Asante sana. Vile vile tunaye Victor Baraka ambaye yuko katika uwanja huu na katika uzinduzi ni msomaji wa taarifa na vile vile mwandalizi wa makala. Atakuelezea hayo. Asante sana. Vile vile tunaye Victor Baraka
President Negro, mpenzi mtazamaji, na uzinduzi wa vazi hili ndio kwamba wa runinga ya BulemQ nachukua sura mpya na mwanzo mpya. Jina langu ni Tegarama Victor Baraka na nitakuwa nakuletea kila wiki, kila siku ya Alhamisi hapa katika runinga ya BulemQ. Shukrani sana, ni Tegarama Victor Baraka.
Na muendelea
haya khudhil kitaba
kutoka nyanja zote kutoka hapa Mwite Teli. Karibu sana uweze kuzungumza na watazamaji wetu, uweze kuwasalimia.
Good evening. I'm Telly, a journalist at BulemQ TV. I'll be taking you through politics, love matters, and I'm so excited. We've launched our t-shirt.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Oh, wow. All right. Na mnafikia hapo kama unavyojua kilicho na mwanzo wa kikosi mwisho. Jina langu ni Benjamin Maida. Tegea makala yote katika runinga ya BulemQ TV. Manake hii ndio nyumba ambayo hautakosa matangazo yote yanayohusiana na siasa, burudani na vile vile mambo ya kibiashara, bila kuacha nyuma mambo yanayozungumzia afya yako. Na kutoka viwanjani bila shaka utawapata hapa katika BulemQ TV.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillahi alladhi wasafa Musa bi annahu kana abdan shakura wa wasafa Ayubu bi annahu kana abdan sabura wa kallama Musa takliman wa qala Yahya ya Yahya khudhil kitaba biquwwa wa atainahum hukuman sabiyya. Amma ba'd, fa ya ibadallah, أوصيكم وأوصي نفسي بتقوى الله فقد فاز فوز عظيم. إن شاء الله اليوم أريد أن أذكركم حول باب وصية بالنساء. يقول تبارك وتعالى في محكم تنزيل: وعاشروهن بالمعروف. وفي الحديث وعن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم: استوصوا بالنساء خيرا فإن المرأة خلقة من ضلع وإن أعوج ما في الضلع أعلاه فإن ذابت تقيمه كسرته وإن تركته لم يزل أعوج فاستوصوا بالنساء. متفق عليهم. Baada ya kumshukuru Mwenyezi Mungu Tabaraka wa Taala na kumtakia mtume rehma na amani ziwe juu yake, ndugu zangu wa Islam, kama tulivyotanguliza, mlango wetu wa leo tutakumbushana kuhusu babu wasiyatu bin nisa, mlango wa kuhusia wanawake zetu. Watu wengi tumejisahau na jambo kama hili. Tunaona ya kwamba jambo kama hili ni jambo ndogo, bali jambo kama hili ni jambo kubwa sana mbele ya Mwenyezi Mungu Tabaraka wa Taala, na ni jambo ambalo kwamba Mwenyezi Mungu amelizungumzia katika Qur'an, na vile vile Mtume sallallahu alayhi wasallam akalizungumzia sana katika hadithi zake. Katika hadithi ya kwanza Mtume sallallahu alayhi wasallam anasema, wa Abi Hurairah radhiyallahu anhu qala, istausu bin nisa'i khaira, husianeni kuwafanyia wanawake wenu wema. Kwa nini Mtume sallallahu alayhi wasallam akatusia sana tuwafanyie sana wanawake wetu wema? Awaj fastausu bin nisa'i muttafaqun alayhim. Baada ya kumshukuru Mwenyezi Mungu Tabaraka wa Taala na kumtakia mtume rehma na amani ziwe juu yake, ndugu zangu wa Islam, kama tulivyotanguliza mlango wetu wa leo, tutakumbushana kuhusu babu wasiyatu bin nisa, mlango wa kuhusia wanawake zetu. Watu wengi tumejisahau na jambo kama hili. Tunaona ya kwamba jambo kama hili ni jambo ndogo, bali jambo kama hili ni jambo kubwa sana mbele ya Mwenyezi Mungu Tabaraka wa Taala, na ni jambo ambalo kwamba Mwenyezi Mungu amelizungumzia katika Qur'an, Na vile vile Mtume sallallahu alayhi wasallama akalizungumzia sana katika hadithi zake. Katika hadithi ya kwanza Mtume sallallahu alayhi wasallama anasema, wa Abi Hurairah radhiyallahu anhu qala, istausu bin nisa'i khaira, husianeni kuwafanyia wanawake wenu wema. Kwa nini Mtume sallallahu alayhi wasallama akatuhusia sana tuwafanyie sana wanawake wetu wema? Anasema, fa innal mar'ata khulqata min dhalai, hakika mwanamke ameumbwa kutokamana na ubavu. Fa inna awaja ma fi dhilai a'lahu, na kilichonyongo zaidi katika ubavu kama huyo ni ubavu wa juu. Ukiangalia kwa mwanadamu au ukimwangalia mwanadamu mbavu zake, ukiangalia mbavu ya juu ndio iliyonyongo zaidi kuliko mbavu zingine. Mtume vile vile akaendelea akasema, fa in dhabatu tukimuhu kasartuhu, pindi wewe utakapoenda kunyosha ubavu kama ule, kasartuhu bimana utauvunja. Wa intarakta, na pindi utakapouacha, lam yazala awaja, basi hautoacha kuwa nyongo. Bimana pindi utakapounyosha utauvunja, na ukiuacha ndugu zangu wa Islam, basi utaendelea kuwa.
Mambo vipi? Mimi nafahamika kama Grace Nguri, na kama ilivyo ada yetu, kama ibada yetu, tumerudi tena katika kipindi cha Daraja, na siku hii ya leo tutaweza kujifunza maneno kadha ya Kiswahili. Karibu. Kaditama tamati, tumefikia ukingoni wa kipindi chetu cha leo. Shukrani sana kwa kuungana nasi. Tupatane katika kipindi kingine cha Daraja, panapo majaliwa yake Maulana. Siku zote nite Grace Ngure, nitaitika. Kwa heri. Mambo vipi? Mimi nafahamika kama Grace Nguri, na kama ilivyo ada yetu, kama ibada yetu, tumerudi tena katika kipindi cha Daraja, na siku hii ya leo tutaweza kujifunza maneno kadha ya Kiswahili. Karibu. Kaditama tamati, tumefikia ukingoni wa kipindi chetu cha leo. Shukrani sana kwa kuungana nasi. Tupatane katika kipindi kingine cha Daraja, panapo majaliwa yake Maulana. Siku zote nite Grace Ngure, nitaitika. Kwa heri.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillahi alladhi wasafa Musa bi annahu kana abdan shakura, wa wasafa Ayubu bi annahu kana abdan sabura, wa kallama Musa takliman, wa qala Yahya ya Yahya khudhil kitaba bikuwa wa atainahum hukuman sabiyya. Amma ba'd.
Asante sana mpenzi mtazamaji, hii ni Bulem QTV, na siku ya leo tumekuwa na uzinduzi wa nguo ama vazi rasmi la Bulem QTV, na ningependa niwakaribishe watangazaji wote wa Bulem.
Videos and photos, job or as a somewhere you can create. If when attached to cameras and I used to speak like now.
He got goodies fee in your name. Best photographers
that will say
in the world.
Government will make you rich, taller, smart, and even remove the crabgrass on your lawn. While the Republicans will tell you that the government does
we are
not
going
deliver, and if they are elected,
to experience
they will deliver.
A sharing session with
right
one
now,
of our international photographer in the
Kenya
whole world.
So and many others
just
yet to be in public
stay
domain.
tuned, because he got goodies for you guys, and you don't want to miss out on this one. So I let him introduce himself and the international level that he's working for. Yeah.
My
name is Nafography. I work with a brand called Nafography.
Politics are getting hotter than yesterday's, and this is the time we should know that our nation
photos.
is
Basically,
fragile,
people
and
recognize
like
me
egg,
in the photography world because apart from being a photographer, I also teach and train people
that will say
in photography.
Government will make you
today
rich,
I'll be sharing the secrets,
and even
the ups and downs, and everything that revolve around photography.
Will tell
it's
you
called
that
Nafography. Why did you choose the last name of graphy in your name, Nafo?
The name Nafography, it's a long story, but today I'll have to tell it because we are here to share. So the word na, that is N-A, is a Swahili word which means na. Na is just an article. And then graphy is from the word photography. So, but the na, it has a background, a childhood story behind it. Back in primary.
Hello and what's up, my good people? It's Share. We are back again, and we are back with we call it with another new energy, Christmas energy. And today I'm privileged to have one of the best photographers I can say in the world. This is Shia, and we are going to experience a sharing session with one of our international photographer in the whole world. So just stay tuned because he got goodies for you guys, and you don't want to miss out on this one. So I let him introduce himself and the international level that he's working for. Yeah.
My name is Nafography. I work with a brand called the Nafography photography brand that is based in both videos and photos. Basically, people recognize me in the photography world because apart from being a photographer, I also teach and train people in photography. So today I'll be sharing the secrets, the ups and downs, and everything that revolve around photography. Yeah.
It's called Nafography. Why did you choose the last name of graphy in your name, Nafo?
The name Nafography, it's a long story, but today I'll have to tell it because we are here to share. So the word na, that is N-A, is a Swahili word which means na. Na is just an article. And then graphy is from the word photography. So, but the na, it has a background, a childhood story behind it. Back in primary school, and when I say back in primary school, I'm talking from the year 2006 and the year 2013. So I was given a nickname back in high school. I was called Najim Bilali. And that nickname is very famous up to now. I think even some people still call me Najim. It was inspired by the minister for tourism, that is Najib Balala. So people, at some point, they were used to speak like pure Swahili. I looked like the coastal vibe. People started calling me Najim Bilali instead of Najib Balala. So the NA stands for the nickname Najim. Then the photography, it's basically photography. Yeah.
If I may ask, did the photography thing come to you as a what you call it, talent, or is it a dream that you had of becoming a photographer, or is it something that you came to the world, you noticed that yeah, photography exists and I can try it?
In real life, the idea behind me being a photographer, there is okay, I used to be attached to cameras and good images, but I really was not into photography or videography. The idea came when I was in Form 3. I used to have a friend. His name is Tony Mose. He's a very good photographer currently, but he uses his official names as Scatter. yeah, Skattle on IG, or the Kasarani Peddler. Those are just nicknames too for working. So when we were in Form 3, you know, after Form 1, when you are in Form 2, that is where adolescence starts. Yes. And everything, yeah. You want to be seen around ladies. If you are a lady, you want to be seen around boys. So, and one thing about photography is that when you are a photographer, most of the time you'll be either photographing the opposite gender. If you are a photographer, you're a man, then most of your clients will be ladies. So that is where the whole vibe came from. In high school, we wanted, like, when you go back to, I was in boarding. When you go back to boarding, you know, you maybe if you have a client who is a lady, you take a photo with her and then you go brag she's your girlfriend. So that is how dating was. So it started like a bragging, like a status. Like if you're a photographer, you're a big person, you vibe with so many people, you get invited to so many events. I never thought it as financial aid or as a job or as somewhere you can create money. So for me, it started like, yeah, I want to be around beautiful ladies. Yeah, that was the drive.
Yeah, around beautiful ladies. And what are some of the challenges that you experience in the photography field?
So that is what I believe. Like, you will have to pay a price for anything you do in life. So after venturing in the name of maybe being around beautiful ladies, I was very shocked that photography is damn expensive. As you can see, there is this equipment I'm holding. This is called a speed light. This is the cheapest, like the cheapest basic speed light. It costs 7,000 Kenyan shillings. After doing a few photography and there, that I found out that I will have to make money out of it and stop the nonsense of being around beautiful ladies. So after venturing into it, I saw it is a place where you can either make money or finish yourself. What I mean finishing yourself, we have so many diseases in the world. So you may end up getting HIV in the name of beautiful ladies.
I've been going through some of your social media platforms of photography, photo shoots, and there's some very, very beautiful pictures. They're actually shining. So what's the secret behind that? Do you have a studio maybe? Do you have somewhere located where someone can get to you for a specific picture, maybe an event?
For me, I believe in mobility. Mobility is moving from one place to another. For me, I have a portable studio. What I mean is portable is we can dismantle, like we have the 2022 World Cup. We have one of the stadium that is movable. Like you can dismantle it and go and assemble it somewhere else. So I have such kind of a kit. If you need a photo shoot, even in your own compound, we can come and have your shoot there. If you need the studio setup. And in terms of outside photo shoot, we have the gardens like TRM, Garden City. Like we have those beautiful places which are under management, whereby we just book, pay the fee, then use it, and that's it. But that has to be agreed by both sides, the photographer and also the client, the person paying. Yeah.
What advice will you tell an upcoming, maybe that child who dreams of being a photographer?
The advice I can give to the young photographers is only one advice. Don't give up. Keep practicing. Keep shooting. Regardless of what you have and what you don't have, start with what you have. You have a dream. It is up to you to fulfill the dream.
Hello and what's up my good people, it's Share. We are back again and we are back with, we call it with another new energy, Christmas energy. And today I'm privileged to have one of the best photographers I can say in the world.
Sana kwa kuungana nasi, tupatane katika kipindi kingine cha Daraja panapo majaliwa yake Maulana. Siku zote nitagresi ngure, nitaisika.
And we are going to experience a sharing session with one of our international photographer in the whole world. So just stay tuned, because he got goodies for you guys, and you don't want to miss out on this one. So I let him introduce himself and the international level that he's working for. Yeah.
My name is Nafography. I work with a brand called the Nafography photography brand that is based in both videos and photos. Basically, people recognize me in the photography world because apart from being a photographer, I also teach and train people in photography. So today I'll be sharing the secret
head of becoming.
Mambo vipi, mimi nafahamika kama Grace Nguri, na kama ilivyo ada yetu kama ibada yetu, tumerudi tena katika kipindi cha Daraja, na siku hii ya leo tutaweza kujifunza maneno kadha ya Kiswahili. Karibu. Kaditama tamati, tumefikia ukingoni wa kipindi chetu cha leo. Shukran sana kwa kuungana nasi. Tupatane katika kipindi kingine cha Daraja panapo majaliwa yake Maulana. Siku zote nite Grace Nguri, nitaitika. Kwaheri. Mambo vipi, mimi nafahamika kama Grace Nguri, na kama ilivyo ada yetu kama ibada yetu, tumerudi tena katika kipindi cha Daraja, na siku hii ya leo tutaweza kujifunza maneno kadha ya Kiswahili. Karibu. Kaditama.
Hello our viewer, and many thanks for joining us on BullMQ TV. This is BullMQ TV, the house of content. My name is Bernard Kavuli, and I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you to my new program, The Political Monday. In this program, we'll be discussing matters, politics, leadership and governance. We will engage newsmakers on every Monday. Questions matters to you shall be persecuted with finality. Not just about local news or politics that shall be canvassed, but also national politics. We will bring leaders whom you elected on hot seats for accountability. Many politicians promise a lot of things during campaigns, a lot of manifestos, a lot of ideologies. When they get into offices, they distance themselves from the electorate. They become unreachable because they are electorate bosses, maybe. On our program, we will also see explainers, analysts, and commentators who will be helping us to break it down for you, maybe. Get to understand all these trends in our program, The Political Monday, on every Monday at 9 p.m. Keep it BullMQ TV, and see you on my first show of The Political Monday next week.
Pesa haileti furaha sawa, lakini ukumbuke kuwa pia umaskini utakuzidishia tabu si haba. Hata kama pesa haileti furaha, ila jitahidi uwezavyo ziwepo mfukoni, kwani zitakusaidia pakubwa sana. Mimi ni wako Garama Victor Baraka.
Hello our viewer, and many thanks for joining us on BullMQ TV.